2KMC here, and I've got a lot of extra spring in my step. We have 2 votes this week, so pay attention. We need your best to select our 2 finalists for 500,000 VC for the top play of spring. Our first winner was Hoop Lord, going full court for the winner in the red. Our second contender is Teases the Goat, throwing the lob over the shoulder D-Wade style. Our third winner was Levi Fields 15, intercepting the ball and launching a My Team game winner. Winner number 4 of spring was Alex Power 5, soaring over the GOAT in My Team with Baron Davis. Which play is the best so far? Choose between these 4 contenders and vote for your first spring finalist.
$2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Ah, that's beautiful. A view of the stunning and historic City Hall. Welcome, everyone, to our broadcast here in Philadelphia. There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Let's see some of the numbers here for James Harden.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave. David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Greg, tonight's game, like so many, could come down to the three-point shooting. There are debates as to whether that style alone can win you a championship. What do you think?
You know, there will never be a substitute for balance, but I just think with the evolution of the skill that we see in our game, the coaches and players being so smart, you do want to keep the opponents guessing, but let's face it, the three-point shot is here to stay. It's really simple math. 3 is more than 2.
So the Nets starting 5. They've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with Green. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harden in at the 2 guard. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Green is out there with George Hill. And it's Simmons in at the small forward spot. Now here's Green. And the pass to Embiid from the arc. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got the first basket of the game for Philadelphia. Irving against Hill. Irving passes to Harden. A shot by Jordan, no good. Harris dishes to Hill. He kicks to Green. Shot clock at 6. Connects on the 9-footer.
Boy, Green's showing us another layer of his game right here. I mean, I like to see him attack like that on occasion.
Irving with the bounce pass. Here's Harden. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Green. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Kicks it out to Harden. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off, timing his release beautifully off the pass. Nice stuff.
Out to the right wing. And they double up Embiid. And Harris wide open. He shoots, sinks the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Hill against Irving. Pass to Harden. he jams it right over Tobias Harris. Wow!
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game, and it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
First free throw is good.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Now here's Durant. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. It's Harden. Oh,
man. Superb body control from Harden. When he's driving inside the defense, doesn't really have much they can do to stop him.
Pass to Embiid. No good. Good D by Jordan. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Ben Simmons.
And Harden is fearless. Awesome at gutting the defense and making them send him to the line. He just knows how to draw fouls and get himself to the stripe.
And he makes the first.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better, and not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Harris outside. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Harris has got 5 points so far.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
To the paint, here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Nets on defense. 4-point game.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Here's Harden on the wing. Baseline jumper. No good. His first miss after 3 makes.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Yeah, the effort and willingness to get out and run like that on the fast break endears Harris to his coaches, I'm sure.
Now, here is Irving. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Chicago.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And the basket by Hill.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Irving, and we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. In the corner, Simmons with it. The shot misses. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And after that game, it was impressive to look at the box score and see the work they did at the free throw line.
And not only what they did in making them, but what they did to get to the line. I mean, they were constantly in attack mode, driving the lane and drawing fouls.
Now here's Durant. He's still scoreless so far in this one, and it's in there.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Passes it to Harris. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And Harden with the stuff.
Whenever Harden sprints inside, man, I love it. Has so many ways he can finish near the basket.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Leading by 5. Outside, Green. To the inside, Embiid. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
Take a break.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in. And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And, you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
And the first one at the line is good.
And, you know, after being a sixth man during the beginning of his career, Harden has blossomed into a big-time star. He's a top-tier combo guard in this league now.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
Now that we have the chance to show you the teams in the top of the NBA in steals this year. The 76ers #1.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
Curry on the wing. Dinwiddie covering. Now here's Milton. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Curry passes to Thibault. 6 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Curry's shot is off.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And the jam by Harden.
Man, it's always fun watching Harden get going. I mean, he can spray you from outside or slay you from inside. And it's usually pick your poison.
Ball's knocked loose. Embiid the pass to Poirier. Here's Curry with the 3. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Nets trail by 3. Three-pointer. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Dishes it to Curry. Back to Embiid. Now here's Milton. Guarded by Harden. Goes back up. Embiid trying to break loose. Milton's shot is good. And the 76ers lead by 5. Dinwiddie against Curry. They grab their own miss. Good D by Embiid.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Milton the pass to Thibault. Outside Curry. Misses the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Harden's shot is good.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Here's Poirier. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Griffin. That's good from Harris on the assist by Griffin. Harris has got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
Yeah, impressive shot there by Harris. He's in the league to make the hard shots, not just the open ones.
With the second effort, Milton grabs the board.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
And Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
Free throw drops in there for Thybulle. Clark, what do you think is the most important thing a player has to focus on when it's this early in the season?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. One is just doing your job, understanding how you best do your job for your team, and then getting comfortable with your teammates and being able to handle the nuances of game plans as you approach different opponents, the mental aspect of getting ready to perform at a high level.
Now the pass to Embiid. Back to Milton. Poirier passes to Milton. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Harden draws the double. Down low. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Hey, we know Harden can score it, but he also has great vision.
Thybulle, the pass to Curry. .106 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Milton. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
And they take the lead. Harris has got his third basket of the night right there.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Dinwiddie against Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You can't be too aggressive when guarding Seth Curry because he's good at attacking and drawing fouls.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
The free throw drops for Curry.
And just like his brother Steph, Seth is an impressive bucket getter. I mean, somebody whose role is to shoot and score the ball.
Tobias Harris is checked in for the 76ers. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. .32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Curry passes to Harris. Pulls up, high post. 4 for 5 with that first miss in 5 attempts from the floor. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Here's Poirier, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. From deep, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. Tobias Harris, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Philadelphia 76ers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams. Here is Spencer Dinwiddie discussing the effects of that. Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Harris. Aldridge out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities, and those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Outside Irving. He dishes it to Dinwiddie. Back to Irving. Outside for Griffin. Shoots a three. Rebound by the 76ers. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time and the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Here's Thibault. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The 76ers leading by 8. Here's Harris. And it's Durant with the rebound. Irving finds Durant. And that time, also a missed shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Hill, no good. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. In the second quarter, held scoreless.
Irving knocking down that three. Textbook form, too. Never rushes anything. Mechanics are efficient and effective.
Now, here is Hill. He had 10 points in the win against Atlanta. Green with the block. Over to the wing. Here's Dinwiddie. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Now it's just a 3-point 76ers lead. And Simmons kicks to Harris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Well, you look at Tobias Harris, and I really think attacking defenses is one of his strong suits.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
The 76ers making a switch here. Green's checked in. And Harris drops them both.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Irving kicks to Green. And it's off from 3-point range. The 76ers leading by 5. And Simmons slams it in.
Love the connection Simmons has with his teammates. I mean, once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. A 14-point game for him in the win against Chicago. Inside. And the wide open shot from Green. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Nice fluid motion there on the catch and shoot jumper from Green. You can't rush that shot. You got to be smooth with it, and he is.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Yep, that one goes. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Simmons dishes to Harris. Over Green. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Here's Hill.
Well, Irving looking engaged and aggressive there, making an impact at the defensive end.
That's good, and it's KD with the assist. And that's now 9 points for Kyrie Irving. Hill kicks to Simmons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls, and sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
And Durant launches from deep. That shot off, and the 76ers go the other way with it. Here's Green. Jordan with the rebound. Nets trail by 10. In transition, here come the Nets. Offensive rebound. Can't get the putback. Philadelphia's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Here's Green. Banked in off the glass. Green's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers.
Boy, Green has a knack for knowing exactly how to get open in transition.
The deep three from Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing. The 76ers have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. And it's sent back by Irving. To the middle. Here's Dinwiddie. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Simmons got his 5th rebound in this one.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Harris against Jordan. Shot clock at 5. Here's Simmons. Another shot, and he finishes nicely on the way. Simmons got 9 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. And a switch here for Brooklyn. James Harden, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. Pass to Irving. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity from deep. Green. He can't get it to go. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
Hill's experience on display there, doing a nice job handling the physical contact and drawing the foul.
And last season, just some phenomenal shooting numbers for George Hill. Clark, you know him well from your days in Indiana.
Certainly do, and have great admiration and respect for George. He's a business-like pro. He's the epitome of what it is to be a pro. Consistent work ethic, understands himself, always looking to improve, knows his role, and has always had a calming and stabilizing influence for every team that he's played on.
Free throw drops for Hill.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free, and they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Both free throws good from Hill.
And Hill is really kind of a nice, subtle mix of explosiveness and outstanding defense. A guy who plays both ends of the floor with equal efficiency and effectiveness.
Now, here is Harden. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Chicago. Outside, Green. Inside, Harris. And no good. Great D that time from Green.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Here's Harris. And the dunk by Embiid.
Boy, that long reach of Embiid's paying dividends there, guys. An absolute machine on the offensive glass.
Pass to Harden. To end the run. Great D that time from Green.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, he's been one of those players, they've won it on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Free throw drops for Hill. And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in. Then for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Harris subbed in for Jeff Green. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Irving. 9 points in the game so far. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for George Hill. Down low, here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Boy, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
D.A., thank you. Here is Harden after Ben Simmons' bucket. Durant down low, guarded by Harris, and that one's good. Durant.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on one of them.
Curry kicks to Harris. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's Irving. That one off the back iron and out. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Philadelphia. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and for Simmons to be so young, he has a great basketball IQ, and he plays to his strengths on offense and plays to them well.
Now here's Harden. He's got 23. High post, KD. Harris is there. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Embiid.
KD is so good at drawing contact. You might remember now they changed the rules on that rip move that he perfected.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go. Well, you look at Durant's resume. He's already accomplished most of the big individual honors. League MVP, Finals MVP, scoring champion.
Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Simmons. And the Nets making a change here as well. Griffin's checked in for Irving. And so Durant nails them both. Here's Philadelphia. They're on an 18-6 run. To the right side. Here's Embiid. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Aldridge. High post try. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Aldridge. Durant's got 6 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Back to Curry. And that's in. Nice feet on the play.
He's becoming more comfortable in tight. Seth Curry is good at picking his spots from this area.
Harris against KD. The pass to Harden. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
And all you need to do is see his free throw percentage, guys. 90 for the season to know what kind of year he's having.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
Free throw good, James Harden.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And both free throws good for James Harden. Philadelphia leading by 16. Curry deciding where to go with it. Harris outside. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
As a matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it.
Take a break.
And it's clear that's a
2
change
shots.
for the better from what he was able to do at the free throw line a year ago, guys.
That's good from Harris.
You know, over time, I think Harris has become really good at accepting more responsibility, and that's part of learning how to be a leader.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Nets trail by 18. And here is KD. He's got 6. Harden the pass to Harris. Can't hit from in close. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Curry, good.
He's gaining more and more confidence over time from deep. Seth Curry proving he's got touch from out there.
Here's Harris. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Oh, he has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
And slam dunk by Harris.
You know, sometimes it's that simple. Just get it up in the air and let Harris do the rest of the work.
And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Now, here's Thibault. 11 points last game. Here's Embiid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And at 250 lbs, Embiid is a terror inside, using that large frame to draw those fouls.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them
Shooting
one
2.
after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
The first free throw is good.
And he just seemed to have a little more fire in the first quarter than he has in this one. And it showed in all the trips he made to the free throw line. Those have dried up.
And Embiid drops them both.
You know, Embiid has a very similar story to Tim Duncan's. I mean, the Cameroon native did not start playing basketball until later in life. Now he's one of the very best in the game.
Al Harden.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Tobias Harris was red hot to start the first. He ended up with 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, they're making a living at the line, and that's a direct result of being aggressive. They're not just settling for shots that the defense offers. They're attacking the defense and drawing fouls. That's big-time basketball, and obviously it's led to a big-time lead.
And over to Shaq now, your take on the Nets.
The shots are not dropping for them, and now they're in a big hole. They got to be talking about a way to get good shots. Their shot selection, pew-wee, not at all what it needed to be.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And for the Nets, their shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Hill is out there with Green, and it's Simmons in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
All Harden needs is a little separation. Once the screen comes his way, he's looking to pull up.
And here is Hill. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Here's Embiid. Good D by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And the rejection by Embiid.
Boy, supported by great vertical explosiveness, Embiid continues to dominate as a rim protector.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
It's Durant on the wing, guarded by Simmons.
Simmons is very skilled on defense. He just knows where to be and how to guard whoever he's on. Versatile is part of his defensive skill set, too.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Love the ferocity. Heck, that's one of my favorite words, ferocity. Harden, excellent at accelerating and decelerating. That's the thing that makes him so tough. He can go fast, slow, or mid-range speed.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Harden hits them both. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Hill passes to Embiid, to the paint. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
You know, for a big guy, Joel Embiid's floor awareness is pretty impressive. He does a pretty good job of finding open guys.
Now here's Irving. 9 points in the game so far, and that one's good. Durant.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Another three for Philadelphia.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Irving with the ball. Outside Jordan. Back to Irving. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
And that one misses. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, you know, the value of Green's career experience cannot be overstated. Those intangibles are extremely valuable. He has shared locker rooms with some of the best players in the NBA.
Harden, no good. Philadelphia leading by 23. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lobbed up there for Green. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, it's fun watching Irving share the ball. I mean, when he concentrates on running the offense, this team is really dangerous.
Simmons passes to Green. To the inside. And slam dunk by Harris.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Poirier's checked in.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Green. 6th in three-point field goal percentage, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And back to his efficiency from 3, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Hill passes to Simmons. Over Irving. Brooklyn with the rebound. Green deciding where to go with it. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Philadelphia leading by 23. There's Green with the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And Green is a world-class sniper, laser, an excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
Now here's Irving. He's got 9. Outside, Green. They get it back. Pass to Irving. Nets passing it around. KD can't get it to go. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Embiid dishes to Hill. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I tell you, Embiid's teammates absolutely love setting him up. I mean, they know he's going to finish strong every time.
Wasted no time on that one. KD's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Brooklyn. Hill against Irving. Embiid inside, and Embiid throws it down.
Boy, Joel Embiid with the throwdown. Athletic, 7 feet tall, one of the best dunkers in the league.
Green finds Harden. Now Jordan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
I like the work they've done at the free throw line all throughout this game. They've been the aggressors.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree.
Man, I tell you what, I love how Embiid doesn't shy away from contact. He's skilled at finding ways to get to that foul line.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Brooklyn's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Pass to Green. Now, here is Harden. He has 30, 5 to shoot, and there's the call on Joel Embiid. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for the 76ers. Dinwiddie's checked in for the Nets. Here's Irving. 9 points in the game so far. Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Simmons inside. Harris is there. Outside, Green. The 76ers again can't hit it. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Irving.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Simmons finds Curry. Over Irving. The shot by Curry, no good. And so Aldridge will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Double team on Aldridge. Irving for three. Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got 14 points for the game.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
The feed to Dinwiddie, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's his first trip to the line.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
First free throw is good. Harris is checked in for the 76ers. Griffin's checked in for the Nets. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Here's Curry. He's got 7. In the corner, it's Harris. And here's Griffin. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Dinwiddie's shot is off. The 76ers leading by 18. Here's Thibault. Another miss by Philadelphia. Aldridge down low. Guarded by Harris. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul.
How about that for the old up fake? Aldridge knows exactly how to get a defender off his feet.
Shooting two.
The first free throw is good. Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
So he gets them both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Poirier passes to Curry. Down low. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the 76ers lead by 18.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Passes it to Irving. Shot, high post. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Poirier's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Thibault can't get it to go. Nets trail by 18 to the paint. Here's Aldridge, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Aldridge has got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Harris outside. Irving with the steal. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. 2 points. That one goes. Dinwiddie's got 8 points.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Now here's Milton. Outside Curry. The pass to Thibault. Shoots over Dinwiddie. It's tipped. Left side Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Takes a 3. Milton grabs the board.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Curry. Count it. He's got 9.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
Pass to Harris. From 17 feet out, and it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Philadelphia leading by 12. The 17-footer. Here's Harris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, looking to score often from there, Harris is excellent at drawing the defense's attention and fouls.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far. First one falls for him. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Ben Simmons comes in for Shake Milton. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Green's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 13. Irving with the bounce pass. Here's Dinwiddie, and the wide open shot from Green. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 3rd assist on the night. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Curry, here's Embiid, and it's good, 2 points. Embiid's got 22.
That's big boy strength, real big boy strength. Embiid is so good at fighting through whatever challenges the defenses present.
Pass to Dinwiddie. 1:10 left in the 3rd. Curry with the defensive effort. The 76ers leading by 12. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Excellent concentration that time by the 6'10" Simmons. Very good at completing these chances despite the defense's best efforts.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one. That's good from Simmons.
You know, after missing his first year out of college due to injury, Ben Simmons ended up winning Rookie of the Year in 2018, proving the wait was worth it.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's got 8. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Irving. And Simmons kicks to Curry. Back to Simmons. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Simmons got 9 points here in the second half.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Here's Aldridge, and Aldridge slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Some changes for Brooklyn. KD's checked in for Harris, and it's Harden in for Kyrie Irving.
One shot.
That free throw good from Aldridge.
Yeah, you know, players like Aldridge are a little bit of a diminishing breed in the NBA, a master in the low post with all sorts of ways to score in the paint.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Nice defense from KD. And so it's Philadelphia. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. Green is out there with Durant. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Harden. And it's Dinwiddie in at the guard position. Now here's Dinwiddie. After Ben Simmons' miss. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. That's going to send Kevin Durant to the line. That one on Embiid.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. They lead by 7. Outside Curry. Fires the three. The shot off that time. The Nets go the other way with it. Aldridge dishes to Dinwiddie. Off target with his three.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
And slam dunk by Harris.
And you look at Harris, he's really improved as a scorer. He's become a go-to option due to how efficient he is putting the ball in the basket.
Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Green, he's checked in for Curry. And a change for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Jordan against Simmons. Outside, Green, stolen by Durant. And here we go, the fast break with Dinwiddie. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Hill.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Good on the shot. Embiid's got 24.
Well, I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
It's stolen by Hill. Kicks it to Embiid. Outside, Green. Back to Embiid. Over Jordan. Embiid, no good. Nets trail by 9. Dinwiddie outside. Second shot opportunity. The shot comes out. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Boy, you cannot neglect putting a body on Simmons. I mean, with his height and athleticism, this dude is a problem on the glass.
Here is Harden after Ben Simmons' bucket. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Embiid. Free throw good from Harden. Harden hits them both. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Hill with it. He's picked up by KD. KD against Hill. And that's going to be a travel. Here is Harden. It's Durant on the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. KD's got 13 points in the second half. The 76ers leading by 6. Passes to Harris. Outside, Green. Now here's Embiid. Brooklyn with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Dinwiddie right side. And the 3 off target.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Sunday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Tuesday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings.
And with the way they've been able to march right along in this season lately, I think they should be able to keep things going in this next stretch. Just come out with the same energy and discipline, and you should have some wins.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 7-point differential. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's KD. That shot missing. Simmons with the defensive effort. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. And the basket by Harris.
You know, the mindset Harris has is one that allows him to be ready to shoot as soon as that ball touches his hands. Catch and fire.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He warned them they've got to get back in transition. He said they've given up way too many fast break points, and he said we have to slow the pace of the game down and force them into taking some tough shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Hill after the basket by Brooklyn. And there's the pass to Simmons. Harris draws the double. Clock at 6, and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. It's the Nets now. Nets trail by 8. Now Dinwiddie, pass to Harden. Harden draws the double. There's Green with the 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Basket good. Simmons got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Durant, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And KD drops them both. The 76ers leading by 8. Outside Hill to the middle. Here's Harris. It's good. Harris has got 7 points for the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Now here is Hill. Releases. They get it again. Green with the block. And they'll keep possession. Harris's shot is good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The first one falls.
You know, Jordan, to me, is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
And so Jordan nails both of them. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They're leading by 8. Back to Green. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Free throw drops for Green. Dinwiddie with it. Harden outside. Lobbed up there for Durant. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
Hill passes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the three ball is good.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Nets trail by 14. Now, here's Dinwiddie. The three from Harden, and the rejection by Embiid.
You know, Jordan's size is part of the reason why he draws as many fouls as he does. They just have a tough time getting through his body without fouling it.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. The 76ers leading by 13. Pass to Harris. Brooklyn with the rebound. Dinwiddie's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. It's stolen by Harris. They're running. Jumps up. And slam dunk by Harris.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Passes it to Harden. Lets it fly. No good that time. Great D that time from Green. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Nets trail by 17. Dinwiddie outside. Harden kicks to Green. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Howard, the pass to Harris. Six on the shot clock. Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
Dinwiddie passes to Harden. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And here is Hill. Outside, Green shoots the three. They get it back. Tries again. Harris trying to get free. On the wing, Green guarded by Harden. It's Hill, top the key. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Dinwiddie's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Timeout called, the 76ers.
Yeah, he's shaken up a bit. No choice but to take a timeout and let him get some medical attention.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ben Simmons.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. There's the lob for Harris. The shot missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now here is Hill, following the shot by Kevin Durant. Irving against Hill. Outside, Green. Clock at 6. Shot on the wing. Misses off the left iron. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. They trail by 14. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was like go on the floor to what we're seeing now when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. Eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. And Jeff Green drops them both. Here's Simmons. There's the pass to Poirier. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 6 assists in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break. And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the 76ers.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
Hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, but one thing's certain. I mean, they're going to go at each other. This has become a very intense matchup.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ben Simmons.
Boy, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
Now, here's Maxey. He's tightly guarded. Harris draws the double. Here's Scott. Hits it from three-point range. And the 76ers lead by 17.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Outside Aldridge. No good. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.